Ah.
I can't hear him, babe.
I know.
How are you doing? Good?
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you?
Good. Yeah, can't complain, you know?
Oh, so what have you been doing?
Cooking food, trying not to gain 19 pounds with this COVID-19.
I already gained the weight.
It's so just easy to eat all the time.
What?
It's so easy to eat all the time.
Oh, yes. Especially when the chocolate jar is right in front of you. It's
Yeah,
easy.
I know exactly.
So it's only the four of us?
Is Jill not joining tonight?
I don't know.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
should
she
be.
is. She should be doing it.
Yeah.
She should be in there. Is Josh there now too?
Yeah, Josh is here.
Okay. So we're just waiting for Jill?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
What are you guys doing for Easter? Anything fun? Zoom calls?
Yeah, we're gonna be staring at the same four walls again.
Oh, I made turkey.
You're cooking?
Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And stuffing just for the four of us.
Okay, nice.
And we don't even celebrate Easter.
What are you doing, Mark? Are you going anywhere?
I think my aunt's coming over. She's gonna come over for dinner, and then that's it.
Have you been out at,
Nothing too exciting.
been outside at all? What?
Pardon?
Have you been out and about shopping? Or wanna talk about-
Just go for walks, like usually a walk in the morning, a walk at night, just to keep myself busy.
Eating groceries. Awesome. Oh, good.
Yeah.
So, can you see us?
Yes.
Good to see you guys, yeah.
Oh, I don't want to see the camera. Camera shy.
Yeah. Are you off, this weekend? Yeah?
Get the message. I don't know.
Are you off, you off tomorrow through Monday?
Myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I can't really hear you. Is your mic muffled?
So I guess we're just waiting for Jill.
Yes.
Just texted the thing. Should be able to hear us now.
Ah, okay, that's better.
Yeah, it's the case. That's why.
Yeah.
I even got a mirror to this.
Yeah, hi Mark. As she said, she won't be awake for Saturday's class. We will do just the one class a week because I'm pretty sure. It doesn't say anything.
Well, she's probably there already.
What did she say?
Well, she did say see you soon, right?
Oh, Mark,
Yeah.
we've been doing your yoga.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Got the half an hour one?
Yeah, I should upload another one for Marilyn.
Yeah?
Well, I'm thinking about it, yeah.
Is it there already?
No, I'm gonna try and do another one for her, yeah.
Okay, because we've been doing it twice this week. We did it. The half an hour one.
Okay, good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, does it with me.
Sorry,
Oh,
I didn't catch what you were saying, Mark. You said you were doing another yoga class as well?
No, Marilyn's uploaded a couple of videos onto her website, so you just
Yep.
have to like log in. So I've done a couple of videos for, like I just did one video for her, so.
Okay, so that's, I guess, available to all her clients?
Yes.
Yes, you just have to, when you log, you have to hit new member, and then she'll give you, she'll accept your email, and then you can log in from there in the members area. There's like a whole bunch, like there's like the RIP classes, and everyone's done like a video from what they normally do. So,
Okay, I'm surprised she hasn't done something like this already.
well, I think she sent out an email to everybody, but I'm not sure if everybody got it, but she did send one out to sign up for it. So yeah, it's on the website.
Yeah, she's.
No, that one I did, but I mean, I'm surprised that she isn't doing like what we're doing.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's harder.
Yeah, well, it's the technology too, right? Like sometimes with like the Zoom stuff, like I think, I don't know, it's yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, Jill's here.
Yeah,
Jill's there now.
awesome. Hi, Jill.
Okay, so I'm gonna mute everyone but Mark, so it'll be nice and clear.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right. Hi, everybody. Let's start tonight's class in Shavasana. So start laying on our backs. And take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale it all out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it all go. With every inhale and exhale, allowing your body to begin to settle. Allowing your mind to begin to rest. Taking this opportunity to let the day slow down. And taking time to look within. To notice how you're feeling this evening. How your body's feeling. Taking a few moments to scan over your body. Notice if you're carrying any tension anywhere. If anything might be a little bit sore or a little bit stiff. And sending your breath to those areas, allowing your breath to ease anything that might be a little bit stiff. Bring a little bit of relief to anything that might be sore. Softening anything that might be tense. Letting your body find a little bit more rest. Taking note of any thoughts that might be arising. Acknowledging them. Letting them continue to pass by. Drawing your attention back to your breath, back to your inhales and your exhales. Take a few moments here to set an intention for the class this evening. Something you wish to receive from your practice. And on the next inhale, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers. Gently move your toes. Slowly waking up your body. Drawing your attention back to the room. Then on the next inhale, slowly begin to draw those knees into your chest. Giving them a nice big hug. Gently rocking a little bit of side to side. Maybe a little bit of forward and backwards. Circling your knees in one direction. Circling your knees in the opposite direction. Then opening your arms up into a T and letting your knees gently fall to the right side, coming into a twist. Trying to keep that left shoulder pressed into the mat. Adjusting your knees, whether you draw them a little bit closer to your chest or you draw them away. Letting your body find rest. Breathing into any sensations. Letting your breath soften those areas. Keeping your breath nice and even. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. Then on the next inhale, slowly draw those knees back to center. Then letting your knees gently fall to the left side. Keeping your right shoulder blade pressed into the mat. Adjusting your knees, whether you draw them closer to your chest or you soften that knee bend. Letting your body find rest. Breathing into the sensations. Letting your breath soften those areas. Take a couple more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then slowly draw those knees back up to center. Giving them a nice big hug again. Gently rocking a little bit of side to side. A little bit of forward and backwards. Then we're opening up to happy happy baby, grabbing the outside of those feet, opening those knees a little bit wider. Gently rocking a little bit of forward and backwards. A little bit of side to side. And then draw those knees back together and gently let them fall to the right side or to the left side, coming into fetal position. Taking a couple breaths here, take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. Then slowly begin to press your way up, making your way to tabletop position. We'll come into some nice gentle cat-cow, so having your hands stacked underneath your shoulders, your knees as wide as your hips. On the inhale, drop your belly, pull that chin forward. Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine, gently tuck that chin. Inhale, drop your belly, pull that chin forward. Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine, tuck that chin. Inhale. One more, maybe you open up those shoulders a little bit more. Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine, tuck your chin in a little bit deeper. Then coming back to neutral spine. We'll add some movement here. So on the inhale, we'll pull our chin forward. Then exhale, begin to round that spine and send your hips to the right, circling them to the left. Inhale, coming back, dropping your belly, pulling that chin forward. Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine, circle your hips from the left to the right. One more time each direction, so inhale. Exhale, round your spine, send your hips to the right, circling them to the left. Inhale, drop that belly, pull that chin forward. Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine, send the hips from the left, circling them to the right. Then coming back to neutral spine, we'll come into melting heart for our first posture. So keeping our hips on top of our knees, walking those hands out, drawing your chin to the mat. Target areas, the shoulders, the upper traps. Again, if this is a little bit too intense on the shoulders, you can always bend those elbows. You can always open the arms out a little bit wider. But trying to draw that chest to the mat. If it's a little bit uncomfortable having your chin on the mat, you can always drop one cheek down. Trying to find rest, breathing into those sensations. And noticing if your mind has wandered, just drawing it back to the posture, drawing back to your breath. With every exhale, allowing those shoulders to soften. Allowing your chest to draw closer to the mat. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale it all out. Can you soften those shoulders a little bit more? Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then slowly begin to walk those hands up. And then pressing back into child's pose. So sitting back on those heels. Tucking your chin, rolling your spine, drawing either your hands to your sides or drawing your hands to your feet. Taking a few moments here to allow those shoulders to soften. Trying to remove tension from your neck. Allowing your body to rest. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. Then slowly begin to come back to tabletop position. Then walk your hands out, then slowly lower all the way down onto your stomach. We'll move into Sphinx pose, so draw those elbows underneath your shoulders. Uncurl the toes. Allow your eyes to close. And drawing your attention to your low spine, breathing into your low spine. Can you soften those shoulders? Can you remove tension from your neck? Are you carrying any tension in your legs, in your knees, in your ankles? Can you allow those areas to soften? Breathing into the sensations. Letting your body rest. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale it all out. Then moving into seal pose or staying in Sphinx pose if that's where you're comfortable tonight. But walking your hands a little bit out to the corners of your mat. Pressing into the palms of those hands, straightening those elbows. Drawing those shoulders down and away from your ears. Noticing if your breath has changed, keeping them nice and even, nice deep inhales. And exhales. Trying to soften the neck, soften those shoulders. Keeping your attention on your low spine. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. And slowly begin to lower down. Draw your hands together and letting your forehead rest on the top of your hands. Allowing your low spine to relax, your shoulders to soften. Take a couple more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then slowly draw your hands underneath your shoulders. Push up to tabletop. Then from here, we'll come into deer pose. So we'll enter it from pigeon pose. So curl those toes under. Press your hips up into a downward facing dog. Take one full breath in here. One full breath out. On the next inhale, float that right leg. Then bring your right knee to your right wrist, your right ankle to your left wrist. And then release those left toes. And then lower down onto that right glutes. And then bend a little bit of that left knee. Again, you can always try to straighten that right leg to try to get it parallel if that feels comfortable. But on the next inhale, draw those shoulders forward. So square those shoulders. And then exhale, walk your hands out, coming onto your forearms, if that's available. Or you can walk your hands out a little bit further. Targeting your IT band, your glutes. A little bit of your quad muscle, breathing into those areas. And taking note of any thoughts that might be arising, acknowledging them. Letting them go. Returning back to your breath. Back to this posture. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, can you walk your hands out a little bit further? We'll take a few more breaths here. Breathing into those sensations. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. Very nice. And slowly begin to walk your hands up. Straightening that left leg. Rolling back onto that right knee. Coming back to pigeon pose. Tucking those left toes under. Planting your hands. Send that right leg back to your three-legged dog. Give it gently a bit of a shake. Maybe you circle your knee in one direction, circle your knee in the opposite direction, then release your right toes down. Inhale, float that left leg high. Then bring your left knee to your left wrist, your left ankle to your right wrist. Release those right toes. Then roll onto that left hip, bending that right knee slightly. Again, you can straighten that left knee a little bit to kind of square it to the mat. Then on the next inhale, square the shoulders. Then exhale, walk those hands out onto your forearms. Or maybe you walk your hands out a little bit further. Again, adjusting this posture to make it feel somewhat similar to the other side. You need to challenge yourself by adjusting that foot. You need to bend that right knee a little bit more. Can you walk your hands out a little bit further? But breathing into those sensations. Letting your body rest. Removing tension from your neck, tension from your shoulders. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, can you walk your hands out a little bit further, challenging your edge. Softening those shoulders, softening your neck. Take a couple more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then slowly begin to walk those hands up. Coming back onto that left knee, straightening that right leg, curling those right toes under, planting your hands, coming back to your three-legged dog, giving it a bit of a shake. Maybe you gently circle your knee in one direction, circle your knee into the opposite direction, and then release those left toes down onto the mat. And then we'll come into wide knee child's pose. So dropping those knees to the mat as wide as the mat, drawing those big toes together, sending your hips back, allowing those shoulders to soften to the mat, allowing gravity to draw those hips to your feet. And take a few moments here to check in with yourself. Notice if your mind has wandered, or if it's been a little bit distracted, which it might. Just drawing your attention back to your breath, back to your inhales and your exhales. Can you remove any more tension from those shoulders? Can you allow those hips to settle a little bit more onto the feet. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then slowly begin to walk your hands up. Drawing your knees together. Then gently kicking your feet to one side or another. Coming into a seated position. We'll come into a nice forward fold. So again, keeping those toes pointed tonight and trying to stay on the top of the sit bones. Inhale, reach your hands up. Then exhale, reach and fold. Inhale, draw up that chest a little bit. Exhale, can you let that body fold a little bit deeper? Again, you can always keep a slight bend in the knees if it's a little bit too intense on those hamstrings. Trying to move tension from your kneecaps if possible. Can you soften those shoulders? Removing tension from your neck. Breathing into your low spine. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, can you walk your fingertips out a little bit further? Trying to remove a little bit more tension from your shoulders. Allowing your neck to soften a little bit more. Breathing into that low spine. We'll take a few more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then slowly begin to walk your hands up. And then taking that right foot and crossing it over your left. So trying to keep your knees on top of each other. And then again, if half Gomukhasana is where you want to be tonight, feel free to stay here. But if not, you can always come into full Gomukhasana by wrapping that left foot and then rocking the knees forward. Just trying to keep your knees together and aligned and trying to keep both sit bones on the mat. If this isn't available, always keeping that left foot out. But again, inhale, reach your hands up. Then exhale, reach and fold. Inhale, draw up that chest a little bit. Exhale, can you walk those hands out a little bit further? Trying to remove tension from that left leg. Breathing into your low spine, allowing your shoulders to soften. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, can you walk your hands out a little bit further? Breathing into any sensations. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. Then slowly begin to walk your hands up. Releasing that right leg. And that left leg if you're in full go move. Gently give those legs a little bit of a shake. Then pick up that left knee and cross it over your right. Trying to keep your knees on top of each other if possible. Again, coming into full Gomukhasana by wrapping that right foot beside you, then we're rocking those knees forward and backwards, if that's available. If not, then just keeping that right leg out. But inhale, reach your hands up. Then exhale, reach and fold. Take an inhale here. Exhale, can you walk those fingertips out a little bit further? Trying to remove tension from that right leg. Allowing your shoulders to soften. Removing tension from your neck. Breathing into the sensations. Taking a few moments here to notice how this side feels different than the other. Can you adjust any way to make it feel a little bit more comfortable? Take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, can you walk your fingertips out a little bit further? Allowing those shoulders to soften a little bit more. Allowing that right leg to soften. Removing tension from your neck. Letting your body find rest. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale it all out. Then slowly begin to walk your hands up. Taking that left leg and straightening it. And if you're in full Gomu, straightening that right. Give it a little bit of a shake. Then lowering all the way down onto your back. So if you guys don't have a block, try and have a cushion available for you or a rolled up towel. But on the next inhale, we're gonna come into a twist to start. So taking that right leg and crossing it over your left, then picking up your hips and shifting them to the right side of the mat. Open your arms up into a T and let that right knee drop down to the left side. And trying to keep your right shoulder blade pressed into the mat. You can allow your gaze to fall over that right shoulder. You could always draw that left hand to your right knee. And with every exhale, just applying a little bit of pressure, opening up this twist. Breathing into the sensations. Letting your body find rest. We'll take a few more breaths here. Allowing that body to settle a little bit more. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then slowly begin to draw those knees back to center. Releasing that right leg, squaring the hips. Then pick up that left leg and cross it over your right. Then shift your hips to the left side of the mat. Open your arms up to a T and let your knee drop down to the right side. Keeping that left shoulder blade pressed into the mat. Taking that right hand to the left knee. And with every exhale, just gently pressing down on that left knee, opening up the twist. You can allow your eyes to fall over that left shoulder. And noticing how this side feels different than the other side. Can you adjust any way to make it feel a little bit more comfortable? Do you need to apply a little bit more pressure to challenge this side? We'll take a few more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then slowly begin to draw those knees back to center. Releasing that left leg, squaring your hips. Then drawing the soles of your feet together, coming into reclined butterfly. So again, drawing your heels closer to your glutes for a more intense butterfly, or drawing them away from your glutes to soften. And then drawing your right hand onto your abdomen and your left hand onto your heart. Allowing those shoulders to soften. Removing tension from your neck. Allowing gravity to naturally open up those knees. Breathing into your hips. We'll move into our breath exercise, so take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale it all out. Then we'll inhale for 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3. We'll hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Hold 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Hold 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Hold 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Hold 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Let your body return back to its normal rhythm of breath. Allowing those shoulders to soften a little bit more. On the next inhale, slowly drawing your hands underneath your knees, gently helping them up. And taking a deep inhale here and a deep exhale. Then slowly draw those knees into your chest, giving them a nice hug, gently rocking a little bit of side to side. A little bit of forward and backwards. Maybe you circle your knees in one direction. Circle your knees in the opposite direction. Then lower your feet down onto the mat and grabbing a block or a cushion, whatever you have, we'll come into supported waterfall. So pick up those feet, gently shift those hips up and sliding that cushion or that block underneath. Just hoisting up those hips a little bit. But again, you could allow those shoulders to soften. Removing tension from your neck. You could have a slight bend in the knees. But just redirecting the flow. Keeping your breath nice and consistent. Allowing your body to rest. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. Then slowly shift your hips up, removing the block or the pillow. Then drawing your knees into your chest, giving them just a gentle squeeze. Then opening up to happy baby, grabbing the outside of those feet, opening those knees a little bit wider, gently rocking a little bit of forward and backwards. A little bit of side to side. Maybe you bend one knee, straighten the other. Repeat that on the other side. Then take a deep inhale together. And exhale, open up to Shavasana. Letting those feet fall. Opening those feet up as wide as the mat. Letting your palms to face up. Letting your body find rest. Letting your mind find peace. Taking a few moments to scan over your body. Notice if you're carrying any tension anywhere. Allowing those areas to soften with your breath. Letting your body fully relax in this posture. Taking notes of any thoughts that might be arising. Gently acknowledging them. And letting them continue to pass by. Coming back to your breath. Back to your inhales and your exhales. Letting your body find a little bit more rest. Your mind to find a little bit more peace. And if your mind wanders or gets a little distracted, which it might, or you're having a hard time shutting it off, just coming back to your breath. Observing your inhales and your exhales. And as your body finds rest, letting your practice from this evening just absorb deep into your body. The benefits from all the postures. Let it sink deep into your muscles, into your mind, into your memory. On the next inhale, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers. Gently moving your toes. Slowly waking up your body. Drawing your attention back to the room. On the next inhale, slowly reach your hands up and overhead. Then grabbing one wrist in one hand and gently pulling it to one side of the room, feeling the stretch in that side body. Then release that wrist, grab the other wrist and gently pull it to the opposite side. Gently release that wrist, reach your hands to the very back of the room and your feet to the very front. On the next inhale, take a full body stretch. Inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Then slowly begin to draw that right knee into your chest. Giving it a nice big hug. Showing it some love. Then gently adding a little bit of movement back. Then release your right leg. Draw in that left knee. Giving it a nice big hug. Showing it some love. Then gently adding some movement back. Then slowly drawing that right knee back into your chest. Giving them a big squeeze. Then gently rocking a little bit of side to side. A little bit of forward and backwards. Giving your spine a little bit of a massage. Maybe you circle your knees in one direction. Circle your knees in the opposite direction. Then let your knees sway from the left to the right. Gently letting your knees fall to the right side or to the left side, coming into fetal position. Letting your head cradle into your arm. Taking a few breaths of gratitude. Grateful for your practice this evening. Grateful that you showed up on your mat. That you took time to connect with your body, connect with your breath. Take a few moments to reflect on the intention you set at the beginning of practice. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale it all out. Then slowly begin to press your way up to a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed. Drawing your hands to heart center when you arrive. Take a deep inhale together. Exhale it all out. On the next inhale, draw a gentle smile to your face. Exhale it all out. Take a few moments to thank your body for all the hard work it did this evening. I thank you and I'm very grateful for your practice. Namaste. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. That was very good.
Thanks.
I can fall asleep.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I almost
Are you
did.
sleeping now?
No,
Are you-
I almost fell asleep. I got,
That means that the instructor did a good job.
yes,
Yeah.
he did.
Um,
Oh, he relaxes me.
good.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So, what do you call this? What was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh, can Jill hear us?
Yeah, Jill can hear us.
Jill can hear us, but I don't think she has a microphone.
He says, Jill Stewart. Thank you, Mark.
Aw.
Oh my God.
Aw.
See? Yes, I can hear you. No microwave on my smart TV.
Yeah, no microphone. Yeah.
Microphone is in my
Yeah. It's autocorrect, right? It changes everything.
microphone. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at him. Oh my God.
Well, you guys have a great day and I'll see
Yes.
you on Saturday.
Sounds good.
Yes, Saturday at 9.
Saturday at 9, yes.
Sounds good.
Bye.
All right, we'll see you then.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.